Hi, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If this isn't your first visit, welcome back. Either way, I'm glad you're here. It's Tuesday, so I'm going to be doing Celebration Savings and the Batman Binder. I've got savings challenges in each, and I need to save about $200 to put toward my big goals, which right now is restoring my emergency fund. So I'm going to start with Celebration Savings. Let me put Batman away for a little bit here. We're working on January, of course, because that is the month that we are in. I am going to do a couple of scratchers here, and of course I did not get out the scratch tool. I didn't get out my Sharpies, and I don't really want to use red for this, but I'll find something. Here we go. And I didn't get out a pen for the champagne. So let me do all of that real quick. And I'm going to try another pen this week because this champagne keeps looking like a different liquid in the glasses. I keep picking these pale yellows, and yeah. So I'm going to try this light brown to see if that looks more champagne-y. All right, so I'm going to scratch two of these, and I think I will just do them at random this week. So I'm going to start here for $8, and over here for $5 for a total of $13. Get these scratched off, get them cleaned up. There we go. Now I need to roll a d6 a couple times. I'm just going to stick it here on top of the book, and I will get out the Superman dice, thanks to Eva at Budget Your Life. And I am going to roll two of them. So 6 and 3 for a total of 9. Okay, 6 and 3. And I am going to do 3 champagne flutes. There's 1. That looks more like champagne. There's 2. And then there's 3. Okay. So I've got 15 plus 9 is 24, 29, 37. So a big savings this week. 20, 35, 37. And let me see what I can condense out of here. Okay. So far I had 65 and I'm adding in 37, so I think we can get another $100 bill. Yes, we can. Let me get everything together here. So 50, 70, 80, 95, 102. 50, 20, 2 10s, 2 5s. So 102 so far for January. And they've been averaging about $125 a month. Okay, so first thing before I go on to the Batman binder is I need to write that down in my little book here because I have to keep track so I don't go too far over the $250. If I go a little bit over, that's okay, but I don't want to get carried away. All right, let's open up the Batman binder, and first thing, I'm going to put $40 into the Pick a Number Challenge. This is from Eva at Budget Your Life. If you know the story, you know the story. If not, basically it has to do with pick a number between 1 and 40. It's never 40, just so you know. All right, so $40. And let's see what's already in here. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm going to take all these, well, I'm going to take 3 of the 20s back for a 50 and a 10. And I already recorded the $40 for this one because it's always $40, even if the number in the pick a number is never 40. Okay, so that goes back in the Eva envelope. Up next is we have the Undersea Challenge. This is from April at April's Fresh Start, and it was gifted to me by Kimmy at Kimmy's Corner. So we're going to scratch number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right down here in the corner. $4 this week. And if you're new or if you haven't seen one of these videos before, I use prop money because I transfer the savings directly from my checking account into my high yield. So 55, 57, 59, and this is a $75 challenge, so still a ways to go on that. 4 more scratchers to do it, so those are going to be some low numbers. Okay, so $4 there. Then on 2026, that is always $20. So I'm just going to fill in one of the racetracks here. We hit 200 last time, so there's not going to be anything to condense. I'll just add in another 20. And so far, we should have 220, and we do. Okay. Moving on, 7 virtues and 7 deadly sins. Let me see where I put those. There they are. So I'm going to roll a d6, and that will tell me which of the 7 cards I'm going to do. Then I'll roll the die again for even or odd, and that'll tell me heads or tails. And then I'll roll it one more time to see which one we're going to scratch. So number 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're on gluttony and temperance. Odd, so we're doing the deadly sin, which is gluttony. And number 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully you can see that. I'm left-handed, so I'm kind of keeping everything on the left-hand side tonight to see how that goes. Or today, I should say. I'm recording this at night, but it will go live during the day. Okay, so 5. That is going to go in for the 7 deadly sins for the week. Or 7 virtues and 7 sins. So far, $106. This is a $500 challenge. So let me put those off to the side here and make sure I write down that I saved $5 in there. And now we're going to do totally 80s. Let me get those out here. There we go. And for this, I will need a D10. And I had my hands on those dice here not too long ago, and now they have disappeared. There they are. Okay. So there is the D10. So let's give that a roll to tell us which one we're doing. Number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is talk to the hand. And let's see. I'm going to roll the D10 again. Number 2, 1, 2. That's going to be $8. Okay. So let's clean that up. Put the challenge away. 5, 7, and 8. And again, not much condensing because we hit a milestone last time. So $108 in the Totally 80s challenge. Okay, $8. And didn't write that 8 very well. There we go. Next, destination savings. Those cards have gone AWOL, so it's going to take me a minute to find it. I'll just break the video, and when I come back, we'll do that challenge. They were hiding under my hole punch. So let me flip over to destination savings, and we'll see where we're going this week. Cape Town. So we can do the hotel for 6, the food for 7, or the sightseeing for 2. $2, not 2 people. So I'm going to do the food for 7. 5, 7 will go in. Put this card face up at the bottom. There we go. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we can do a little condensing, finally. Okay, so 150, 75, 7, 9, 81. So I'm going to take all of this for a 10 and a 1. There we go. I'm going to mark off $7 on destination savings. Now let's do save the plates. Oops, wrong thing. That's destination savings. Save the plates. Where are we going this week? We are headed to Virginia. So let me get out a D6 and I will see which of these numbers I'm doing. 1, so that's going to be the 6. And I need a dark blue. Well, I'll use the Sharpie. Fill in that 6. Not the best at coloring here, but I wish I could say I was getting better. It's hard to be good and fast when it comes to coloring. So not too bad, not too far outside the lines. Mostly in the middle of that 6. All right, so let me put this face up at the bottom. There we go. And $6 will go in. Let's see what's already in here. So 50, 60, 2, 4, 5, 70. So I'm going to take the 10 and the 5 and the 2 2s and the 1 for a 20. So that goes in there, and then I will mark off $6 for save the plates. This pen keeps skipping. All right. Save by color is up next. So let me get out all of these. We'll move the binder out of the way here for a moment. It's purple and blue and green, yellow, orange, and red. Hopefully you can see them all. There we go. A little bit too much glare. And now I need the rainbow dice. Let me take these out. Okay. Drew shake, and in they go. Oh, it's going to be another small week on these. All right, so red, yeah, you can see that. Everything's getting kind of crooked. Red is a 2. Orange is a 3. Yellow is a 6. Green is a 1, and we're out of 1, so I'll re-roll that. Blue is a 4, almost out of blue 4s. And purple is a 1. Okay. So I'm just going to re-roll the green die, move everything here so they don't flip over. 4. All right. So $6, $10, $12, $15, $19, $20 going into Save by Color this week. Get these all cleaned up here. Okay, those are ready to go back in, but let's get the binder back out and flip to that challenge. Oops, one too far. $20 going in. So far in this challenge, we have 100, 200, 300, and 50, 70, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so we're getting there, slowly but surely. Each of these saves 168, so altogether on this side will be 1,008. The other side is half as much, so if you do the other side, it's 504 altogether. Okay, so Save by Color was an even $20 this week. All right, up next is going to be rainbow dice. So let me get these out. And then let me get those dice, which I have somewhere over here. I saw them earlier. There they are. Okay. So for this one, I'm rolling a purple D3, a blue D4, a green D6, a yellow D8, an orange D10, and a red D12. Drew shake, and into the hopper. All right. So for the D3, we have a 2. The D4 is a 4. The D6 is a 6. The D8 is a 4. It's been a 4 every time. The D10 is a 5. And the D12 is a 2. So the D12 keeps rolling these low numbers. I shouldn't complain, because usually if I'm rolling one high value die by itself, I roll the highest number every time. All right. So let me put this back to where it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. That's how you say that. And I need to save $5, $7, $11, $15, $17, $23 into this challenge this week. And I keep overshooting the mark here. Okay, this is rainbow dice. So put the challenge back in and take the money out. And what did I say? 23, 5, 7, 11, 15, 17, 23. Yep. And we're going to be able to condense quite a bit. So far, we have 20, 40, 50, 5, 57, 59, $60. So I'm going to keep the 10 and put the 20s, the 5, the 2s, and the 1 back for a 50. So $60. So averaging $20 a week on this one. Oops, there we go. But this week was 23. Okay, Corny Sayings is up next. This is just a mini challenge. We're doing See You Later, Roller Skater. And I am going to roll a d6 exactly once this week. And I see the purple marker, so at least I have a supply. All right, so we are going to save $1. Getting a lot of ones on this one. And I am just going to be slow and steady on this one. And add the $1 here. So actually, I'm going to swap the one that's in there for a 2. So 112 so far. Not only on this challenge, I started out, I was doing all of them. And there's 10 in this series, but then I decided I was just going to do one at a time. So, Corny Sayings gets $1. Now we're going to do the 12 Days of Christmas, and I need the special die for this one because I'm down to only the larger numbers, the higher value days. So let's roll that. 10. So the 10th day of Christmas, which is the Lord's a-Leaping, and I have a whole bunch left to do on that one. So let's roll a d10 and see where we're going to scratch. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's more light here. And it's going to be $4 this week. Okay. So let's see what all is in here. Ooh, not much in terms of consolidation. So adding that $4, we have 100, 200, 350, 2, and 4. So 354 in the 12 Days of Christmas, and an upside down placeholder. Or dashboard, rather. Okay. So 12 Days of Christmas was a 4. Up next is the 12 face cards. So for this game, it's not in there, or game, it's a savings challenge. I will need a d12 right here. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Queen of Hearts. This is Judith from the Bible. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots left, so I will roll a d8 and get one out here. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down here at the bottom left. 15 again. I think this is the third week in a row that I've gotten a 15 on this challenge. Each card has the numbers 3 to 15 exactly once, and there's 12 of them, so this is a big saver. So 10, 15 will go into the envelope. So far we have 550, 65, 66, $566. Okay, so now the only thing that I have left is the Sparkle savings. So before I decide if I'm going to put anything in there, I need to figure out how much I've saved already. Because if I'm already over the 250, then I will just put a 0 for Sparkle. But if not, then I will do something in the Sparkle savings. So let's see where we are here. So tomorrow I will have the Paint by Sticker book, so that's 50. And then 37 for Celebration savings, $40 for the 1 through 40. The Undersea challenge was 4. 2026 is 20. 7 and 7, the 7 Deadly Sins, is 5. The 80s was 8. Destination savings 7. Save the Plates 6. Save by Color 20. Rainbow Dice 23. Corny Sayings 1. 12 Days of Christmas 4. 12 Face Cards 15. $240. Okay, so in the Sparkle savings, I need to do $10. But I may actually do a 15, depending on what we still have. I'm totally willing to put in an extra $5, but depends on which card is getting fuller faster. So let's take a look here. Okay, so it looks like there's 5 10s left and 4 15s. So I will do $10 this week. All right. So we'll just mark one off there. And $10 will go in. And everything is all backward. So I'm going to take 10 back and put in a 20. So far in this challenge, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 50, 75. This challenge is 1,500 when it's all said and done. So that is it for the week. I'm going to save exactly $250, and I will get that going with the transfer with my financial institution to go into the savings account for the emergency fund, and I will have the final number or the current number on Friday during the weekly reel. Be sure to come back tomorrow for My Money Relaunch, where I will be doing the Paint by Sticker book and talking about a financial topic that is either timely or just been on my mind lately. So that is it for this week. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you in the next one, take care.